Before getting into the video, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get notified every time we upload a video. Now let us take another example for this for loop. What if we wanted to print every character in a string that was stored in a variable? So what we will do is, let's say we have a variable name which is equal to Ronaldo, and we have to print every character in a single line. So we'll write for I in name, then colon, print I, and run the program. The output is RONALDO in separate lines. So this is how we can print every character in a string. And similarly, we can directly use the name instead of writing the variable. So for I in Arjuna, print I. So it is giving the same output, that is ARJUNA in separate lines. In this way, we can use the for loop for a string. I hope you have got everything about the loops, the for loop, while loop. Try to implement these loops on certain programs. Try to scramble out Google to find certain questions on it. And first of all, try writing by your own self and then see the solution. This will help to improve your programming skills, and which can be also implemented in competitive programming also. Now we are going to know what the functions are in Python. So a function is a block of code which runs only when it is called. Sometimes we need certain amount of code to be executed again and again, but instead of writing that code multiple times, what we do is we define a function and write that code and call that function. So that particular bunch of code will be executed again. Now how to create a function. So in Python, we define a function using the def keyword. So how are we starting with it? That is def, then function fun, then these parentheses and colon. After that, write the statements that you wish to execute. So suppose print, this is a function. Now how this function is called. Suppose we have to call the function two times, so we will write fun, then this parenthesis, and again fun. And now let us run this. So it is printing, this is a function two times. So this is how we can use function multiple times without writing the same code again and again. This helps to save the time, and also it makes an effective code to run. Parameters and arguments will be the two words that we will be dealing mainly during function. So let me define what a parameter is. We pass certain data into a function that is called parameter, and on the other hand, arguments. Arguments are specified after the function name inside the parentheses. We can also add as many arguments as we want. Just we have to separate them with commas. Information can be passed into function as arguments. So these are parameters and arguments. We define arguments and we take data as parameter. In our case, we gave function with no parameters. We can also give function with multiple parameters. Let's say we have a function sum. So we'll write def sum, then in the parenthesis a comma b, and then colon. So we are having two arguments here, and now what we want is we want to return the sum of these two values, that is sum of a plus b. So we will write return a plus b, and now let us call this function. So sum 5 comma 4, and let us store this in a variable and then print the variable. So total equal to sum 5 comma 4, and then print total. So when we run the program, we are getting the output as 9. This is called call by value. We are calling the function by using certain values, that is certain data. Here we could have directly written it as print sum, then inside it the parameters, that is 5 comma 4. Still we would be getting the same output. So we need not to just make the code lengthy, we should make it effective. So that's why we should use like this. Now, what if we specify certain variables as the parameters and there is a value for the variable, and see what is the return value or what is the output for the given program. So suppose we have some variable a which is equal to int input enter first number, then b which is equal to int input enter second number, and now we have another variable which is total, which is equal to sum of a comma b. Now let us print total. So here whatever the input will be given by the user will be added and returned. So again we take 5 and 4, 5 as first number, 4 as second number, and see what is the output. Again we are getting the same output, that means our code is correct and the input or the parameters that we gave was also correct. Now suppose we have something like we don't want integer to be added, we want some string to be added. So instead of writing that a and b using the int function, we won't use that int function there and simply take the input, and let us see by erasing that. Okay, now in the input statement we have to make it enter first name, and for b we will write enter last name. And now let us run it again. Okay, so let's say first name is Chloe and last name is Rossum. So the output must be Chloe Rossum. Okay, it is concatenating the strings too. So this is how we will use the function for multiple parameters. So we use the sum function here. We can also make another functions using certain rearrangements and using more codes in it. So this is all about function.
If you like this video, hit the like button. Thank you.